The strong, powerful city of Rome began with advancements of the Etruscans in Italy. These wealthy, creative peoples saw potential in agriculture and other various areas, such as mining and metalworking. Etruscan women were able to participate in different activities, like sporting events, which most women from other cultures could not do. Although the Etruscans eventually declined, their religious views on sacrifice, such as divisions within the liver, influenced the later Romans. Once the Romans came into power, chaos erupted in the government system. The patricians and the plebeians had disputes on what laws were and how the people had a say in the government. In 450 BC, the Roman laws were put in writing, which eased the commoners for a while. Early Rome had different communal values, such as worshipping 3 deities and limiting the rights of women. Rome eventually attempted to expand their rule and treated their conquerors as allies. Rebellions from Carthage led to the Punic Wars, where Carthage was eventually defeated and captured. The Empire of Rome did not become apparent until Augustus Caesar defeated Antony and Queen Cleopatra. Augustus's goal was to restore the old republic, even though he basically had a silent monarchy over the Senate and other parts of the governmental framework. During this empire, Augustus controlled Romanization over the Pax Romana region. His most notable reforms were paid service through the military and advanced road systems to expedite communication. The region that Augustus ruled was vast. Cultural reform was impossible. Augustus eventually established a permanent monarchy which led to 200 years of peace. After Augustus's death, literature and thought flourished in Latin and Greek texts. One notable writer, Tacitus, wrote about his criticisms of the Roman Empire after Augustus's death. He notes in Germania that the marriages of the German barbarians were superior to that of the Romans because the people were monogamous and the women were freer. His writings were also similar to that of Sima Xian, Chinese historian, where he discusses the negativities of Chinese mountain barbarians. Xian does this to show the superiority of the Han dynasty. This style of writing became common. Epicureanism and Stoicism from the Hellenistic kingdoms also influenced the Romans. Christianity was also another factor that gained much favor and criticism in Rome. Jesus, a man from Nazareth, was crucified. However, many believed that he rose from the dead, which made his followers believe that he was the Christ, or the Messiah. The different aspects of this religion, such as the shared meal and baptism, made many believe that it was a mystery cult, which is why it was banned for a period of time. The empire ended up resulting in high taxes and poor people, so it was hard for the empire to stay strong. Rome was constantly being attacked by different barbarians who learned Rome's fighting techniques. Emperor Diocletian eventually came into rule and tried to change Rome's government system for the better. Diocletian established a tetrarchy which composed of 2 Augusti and 2 Caesars. This ultimately failed because the later Augusti forgot to appoint their Caesars. Ruler Constantine constructed the empire in 1313 by establishing the Edict of Milan, which gave religious freedom. After Constantine, the empire was eventually split into the East and the West. The West was mainly Latin and the East was Greek. The East had a stronger empire, walls, and navy, so it ultimately prospered. The intermingling of culture, law, and religion eventually led to the Byzantine Empire. In comparison to the United States, the last Roman Empire does have some similarities, but there are also differences too. Before Diocletian, the empire had extremely high taxes, an expensive army, and poor citizens. Taxes are raised every year, middle-class people are losing their jobs, and immense amounts of money are shelled out to cover troops for Iraq and to fight ISIS in the United States. These aspects are very similar, and this more than likely will continue in the United States. However, after Constantine's rule, the government was formed into a tetrarchy. And the United States has one president who controls all aspects of the country, but he does have help through senators and governors. Overall, I feel that the United States is not like the Roman Empire. We have a sound, fortified government that successfully renews its president every 48 years, and we are not proceeding towards imperialism in any way. We may have invaders like terrorists, but the United States does have strong walls and people to protect the country, unlike what Roman had. The United States is organized and strong, and we are not gradually heading towards a demise like the Romans did.